Drop it.
Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of the tutorial video, and in this section we'll be focusing on keyword analysis and keyword search volume and how you figure out whether the keyword's worth going for. So first thing first, I have a small list here that I'll be using as an example for you so you can kind of see how it works. So real quick, let's say you already got your keyword research done and you have a list of keywords that you figure like, hey, they're actually going to be pretty good. Let me try and rank for these keywords and see if it will work out. So the first thing you want to see is, let's say, okay, right now I have 3 keywords that I want to focus on, for example. So I have Dragon City Egg, Dragon City Guide, and I have Dragon City Dragon List. Now each of these have a pretty big global search volume, except for Dragon City Dragon List. But their US, UK, and Canada traffic is actually pretty decent as well. So it is a good keyword to target. So let's say you have about 10 to 20 keywords that you could potentially target, and they have a decent US, Canada, or UK traffic. It's well worth going for. The reason is that the average AdSense for those countries are about $4. So for 1,000 visitors, you get roughly about $4. That's if you're using AdSense to monetize your site, well, which you probably will be, because most games you can't really monetize with anything else that does as well as AdSense, unless the game has like a ClickBank product, then that will probably be very lucrative as well. And there are actually games that actually have ClickBank products. So, all right, now that you know how much traffic you want to target. So let's say you have about um, you know 10 keywords that could probably give you about 1,000 visitors a day, and you be potentially looking at $4 a day. So your site would potentially make about $120 a month since there's 30 days in a month. So that's a pretty good niche site. I mean, and then you also have to figure out, okay, well, these keywords, how much time is it going to take me to finish it? So if if you can finish up the site within, I would say, like a week, it's definitely worth going for. Or maybe like you could finish it in like 10 hours. It's well worth going for because you only be working for a week, and then once you get the site up, you don't really need to do that much because all you're doing is you're doing the backlinking and just like, making sure it ranks. That will probably take like a month or two depending on how you do your backlinking process and what you use to do it. But we'll do that in another video, but right now just focus on this. And generally, 3 to 4 keywords are much, I'm sorry, 3 to 4 word keywords are much easier to rank than just 2 words. So if you go for, say, like just Dragon City, it'll be really tough. But Dragon City Egg or maybe Dragon City Guide will be a little easier, and Dragon City Dragon List is gonna be the easiest to rank generally. If you look at if the competition is the same, Google will rank your 4 word keywords much faster than 3 or 2. So that's generally how it works. So here's a screenshot of the traffic that I get from Dragon City. And I highlighted the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada traffic because they are the top for performing AdSense earners that I get when it comes to traffic. Singapore and Australia also gives a good amount, but not as much as the highlighted ones. So I highly suggest that you target games that has a lot of visitors from these countries. And I'm going to show you how to do it on the Google Keyword Planner. So as you can see from the Google Keyword Planner, all I have to do is type in, right here I already have it. So you just have to put in Canada, United Kingdom, and United States in your location because you want to target just these 3 countries. You can do global as well, but from now on, that's how I do it. I just target these 3, and then if they have a good amount of search volume from these countries, then I'll go for it. So the one thing you want to pay attention to is to make sure that you research the company that makes the game as well, because you need to make sure that, the company up, updates the game all the time, and, make sure that it takes care of the game so that you have longevity in the game. Because sometimes some companies, they just they have good games, but they don't update the game. They don't do things to keep the game going. So that's very important. You want to see that the company, is, like the Social Point, they actually make an effort into, making sure that the game runs smoothly and there's always like new updates and things like that. That's what makes a game, go for a long time. Like if you think about Blizzard games, like, Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, they're World of Warcraft, which lasts like what? It's been 10 years now. So, the better the company, the better the chance that you're gonna get a really, a game that was gonna last you like quite a while. So let me go to Google and show you one of the games that kind of failed. I mean, it was this game called ECOL Tactics. It's a good game, but they don't update it. Like if you look, it's right now it's August. The last update they had was August, so they haven't done any updates since then. So that's what makes a game uh, lose out to games that are much more popular, because they just die out because nobody's making or the developers aren't making an effort to update the game. An example of a really good video game company is Blizzard. They make really good games, and they have some new games coming out. So if you're interested in making a niche site for them, or you can check out some of their new games. And once you have a good keyword list started, don't worry about it being perfect. Just get started in building the niche site. Otherwise, you end up getting really frustrated, kind of like this guy.
You can't come to Tibbers' tea party.
Yep, so don't worry so much about it and just get started. So to sum it up, you just have to find a list of good keywords with high US, UK, or Canada traffic. And then your target will be at least 1,000 plus visitors a day, ideally from the top 3 countries that I just mentioned. And then just make sure you check and research, make sure the company is good at developing the game and also updating the game as well. I gave you a few good examples. Blizzard does really good games. The company Social Point does really good Facebook games as well. So just make sure you do your research, all right? And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Hey everybody, this is Dominic Dietrich Sandoval. Do you need a babysitter? When the parents went away, they chose to call on me. I rushed on over, and who do I see? This little baby girl who asked, can we play? Once the parents leave, I turn around